I do remember last week it was taking forever to go live. I actually think I did it through Zoom when we were in person.
Could be a restream problem.
It sounds like a restream problem. I'll go back to Facebook. Where are we at? Where are we at, Facebook? I don't want to go to the Heroes Quarter. I want to go to the Heroes Journal. There we go. Copy the link. I'm so glad that they put the shortcuts back on the left side. That's nice of them.
Oh yeah.
Because for a while there, it wasn't there. All right. Is that audio better? Is that a better audio experience? Hello again, Allie. Why, hello, hello, hello. It's better. It is better. Erica said it's even much better.
That's good.
All right. Well, John, I hope that allowed you the opportunity to put a little Easter egg into the form. Actually, this is all part of my plan because I wanted to surprise everybody with a little Easter egg. But I knew that a good Easter egg takes time to do.
True.
So,
Yeah.
Nick's flossing.
That's okay.
Dude, I just exposed your oral health.
It's actually one of my habits I'm tracking.
Yeah.
Trying to floss more.
Now we're dad, by the way.
Oh.
You know, it's like Benjamin Button. By the end of the live stream, we'll be baby.
Oh, it's getting younger.
Yeah.
We'll be a fellow baby.
They'll say, hello, my compatriot.
Hello, comrade.
Kyle's in Austin.
Kyle is in Austin.
I am. Actually, wouldn't this be crazy? Is if this was a virtual background?
We were both in Seattle.
Could you imagine the long con of that? Oh man. I think that my favorite like phrase is long con.
Long con.
Like I like that as a bit. Like especially when someone does like they do something a little bit not shiesty per se, but they do something a little bit like skeevy. Like, oh, it was a long con. Is skeevy worse than shiesty?
I don't know. I don't really know what shiesty means.
I feel like shiesty's like a little sketchy, a little bit shady, a little shiesty. But I think skeevy, not to be confused with skivvies.
Shiesty. How do you spell shiesty?
I like shiesty.
Apparently, this isn't a real word.
Selfish, greedy. Is that what it is?
Shiesty. So like,
we have a spelling of shistey. Yeah, what's our definition of shy? What's our spelling of shiesty?
I have this one too.
Because when I look up Erica's spelling of shiesty, it went to a YouTuber. No,
it's a lot of like random things. I don't think I might be a slang word.
Is it?
I feel like it would have autocorrected by now.
Oh, we have a spelling of shiesty, but that's based off an American rapper named Pooh Shiesty. Shiesty, sheisty. Means shifty or untrustworthy. That was where I was going with that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
sheiisty.
Wow.
Yeah. Skeevy.
Different.
Skeevy is Skeevy means unpleasant, squalid, or distasteful. Yeah. Skeevy. I like this last word that they chose in the word skeevy.
Skeevy's more fun to say.
Squalid.
What?
Squalid. Extremely dirty and unpleasant. Kyle's apartment is squalid. People say I look so different. I think it's the mustache. I think the lack of mustache really changes my whole essence.
You did recently get rid of the mustache.
But my hair also is a little bit longer, and I did condition it today. And whenever I condition my hair, it kind of gets a little different.
You look different.
It gets soft.
The question is, do you feel different?
No. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeffrey Sievers says better without the mustache.
Oh,
I appreciate that.
it's nice.
Melissa's just glad they didn't have to They didn't have to send us razors, but only razors I will accept via mail are the scooters. Do you live with Nick now? No, I don't, but I do live near him for a few days.
It's true.
Wow. John put a little Heroes Planner flair in there.
Nice.
I'll count that. I'll count that as some.
Kyle's not satisfied with your Easter egg.
The Kimberly Davis clause is such a funny thing. The name twin clause. That was crazy.
Is that new?
Do you remember that when that happened?
I do, yeah.
I think I don't know if John normally puts that in there, but the fact that it's included today is such a fun addition.
If you guys click on the form link for the giveaway,
I didn't put it in YouTube yet.
Oh, you'll see in the fine print something that is called the Kimberly Davis clause. That exists because we have had 2 Kimberly Davises before
In the same live stream.
and I think they actually won Free Journal Friday, and we gave them both.
It's been there for 2 years now.
Yeah.
So we guess we need to look at the form more often.
Uh-huh.
I don't see it like so like terms and rules. I guess I haven't seen that in there.
Oh, no, I never actually read the fine print, but pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
Are either of the Kimberly Davises here today? If
Yeah.
not, it's okay.
Do we have any Kimberly Davises out there? Or maybe we have a new Kimberly Davis. Do we have a third Kimberly Davis? Yeah. Melissa makes a good point. The Easter egg in John's photo is so well hidden that even he doesn't know it's there. That's the true Easter egg. Because we all know what the real Easter eggs are. It's the friends we made along the way.
Wow.
Yeah. If you were to assure someone that what they were doing was correct, how would you say that? Like, how would you say what's your favorite turn of phrase to like validate someone's correctness on something?
Oh, like saying I agree with you.
Yeah, like I agree, or you're right, or
Are you trying to say I concur? Is that what you're trying to get at?
no, concur is a great one.
I'd say I concur.
You would say I concur. That would be your knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
Someone said
That's not
something.
the same thing as saying like you're correct. That's just saying I agree with you, really.
Yeah.
So
I feel like one that is really popular these days is valid. That's valid.
that's valid.
Yeah. And it's weird. I feel like
Yeah.
That's true. See, I think that's true is good too. But I think that's true is like, it's like the OG, you know, everyone's been saying that's true for a long time. But I feel like that's valid is becoming like a new, because the thing about valid versus true speaks from an objective perspective,
Right.
right and wrong.
Right.
Or truthful and not truthful.
Yeah.
But valid is saying like that's correct from like both a subjective and an objective perspective, maybe even more subjective than objective.
I think so. I think
I couldn't agree more.
wow.
I couldn't agree more.
You know what I do? I just say right. I just go right.
Right?
Right.
Kimberly Davis is here. We have one of the two Kimberly Davis. Or maybe they both share an account now. Maybe they've just combined forces. And this is the official fan page of Kimberly
Facebook
Davis.
is like, there's only one.
You can only
You guys can pick, but only one account.
you guys can both log in for sure.
Yeah,
But like this is too many.
so true. What was I saying? Yeah. Why? What's yours?
I would say I get that a lot.
So I usually I get that.
Yeah, I get that. Someone be like, yeah, it makes me feel this way. I get that.
Oh, okay.
Like, so someone's talking about like,
I thought you meant like when someone's correct.
I know, but like if someone was like,
It's 2 + 2, 4. And you go, I get that.
well, so it depends, right? So like if someone was like,
I get that as a very
it's like, I think it's way too hot out here. I get that.
I get that. It's like a very soft response.
Yeah. I think I've been saying valid a lot in my head, at least. I don't know if I say it out loud, but like that's valid. I've been saying that one
That's
recently.
you say that, yeah.
I also think that I've been saying, I'm a yeah guy. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a yeah.
Just yeah.
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 What do you think is more confusing? I couldn't agree more, or I couldn't care less.
I think I couldn't care less is a lot more confusing.
Yeah, I feel like people get so tripped up on that one.
I don't think I've ever said it right once.
Really?
And you know what?
You just did. So
I could care less.
there it goes.
I couldn't care more.
Yeah. That'd be an interesting one. It's like, do you even want to come? You go, I couldn't care more about being there.
Yeah.
It would be like it's like a weird, like negative, positive moment. You know what I mean?
You got to stop and think about it.
Yeah.
What is the person saying?
I wouldn't miss this for the I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Oh yeah.
What would the opposite of that be?
Wouldn't miss this for the world.
I would not miss this for the world.
People should start using that as an excuse to not do something. It's like, I have the world. I'm so sorry. I can't miss it. I have this whole world thing and I can't miss it. But maybe if you're having a baby or something, then I wouldn't miss it for the world. But this time, I have the world and I can't miss it.
So Queen said, I couldn't care less means you could. But I don't think it's a double negative because less is not attached to the couldn't. Right?
Yeah. Is less a negative?
Less, I mean, depends. Like,
I don't know if it is.
Is less couldn't, it doesn't always have to be a negative.
No, I don't think it is.
Like if you had less debt, that's a positive. that's a good thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just it's a word.
I'm incapable of caring less.
I could care less means you could. I could not care less is correct.
I am incapable of caring any less than I do now.
But saying that you could care less, is it saying like you have medium interest in something?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone's like, hey, what do you think about NFL football this year? And I would say, I could care less about it.
Yeah. I'll go to a couple games.
It's like, do you care about what people think about you? And you go, I could care less about it.
Yeah. That one, I think you would go to I should care less on that one. I think it should. I think it's a should.
You go, I should, and I could care less about this. I shouldn't, and I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
I shouldn't care less. That's just confusing. Oh man.
You're at the bottom of caring. That's also a funny thing to say. Imagine instead of saying I couldn't care less, I'm at the bottom of caring.
I'm at the bottom of caring.
I would go, but I'm at the bottom of caring.
I actually just hit the floor of caring in this.
Hey, I have great news for you, Tempest Jen. Although you may be late, you have missed almost nothing.
we've gotten nothing done in 23 minutes. We also started the live stream twice.
Yeah.
So
late
and twice.
You actually missed the whole live stream. And let me tell you, the memories that we made are
Something that
unforgettable.
we could care less about.
We couldn't
We couldn't care. We couldn't care more about. Is that another one?
I couldn't care more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think saying you've reached the top of caring.
yeah.
I've peaked my care. I'm peak caring right now.
I have no more cares left to give. That's fun. I have no more cares left to give because that's a fun kind of like like changing up the words of a very popular phrase that we can't say on a live stream.
We could definitely say it. I don't want to say it though. I don't want to say it because I feel like it was beaten to the ground.
Yeah.
You know, like
Honestly,
the jokes around it.
I have an opinion that is controversial. The
Hot
book,
take.
the book, The Subtle Art to Not Giving a F, which also beat that into the ground. It was part of that era.
Yeah.
I think that book is just good copywriting and it's not a good book. I think it's just like a spicy title that when people read it, they get more out of the way they look reading it than they actually do out of reading the book.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? It's one of those books that has a very good
which is so the opposite of giving it to what people care about what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I will say I never read that book, but I do follow the author of that book on YouTube.
Yeah.
He makes really good content.
No, so that's the thing. Is I think that he knew what he was doing.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know what I mean? I think he wrote a book that was going to be like the most obvious, because the whole premise of the book is that if you care about everything, you care about nothing. That's the whole premise.
Yeah.
And he just goes through the whole book, he just keeps saying it for 180 pages. And I'm like, yeah. Like what else? And it's just that same thing. And then the final thing is like, when you care about like, you only have so many fricks to give. So choose them wisely, essentially. And it's like, you could have just, that's a tweet. That's a tweet.
Yeah. Well, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
It did.
That book was wildly popular.
Yeah.
James said a really clever thing, which
I
is
did. Yeah. The care package.
my care package is returned to sender.
I feel like people would get really confused. Because for me, I got confused.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, did he send us a care package? You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got excited for a second. Yeah, James is right. I feel like there was this period in like from 2010 to 2020, just using a swear word in the title of the book was like, it's like, okay, geez.
Yeah, it's like unfrick yourself.
Yeah, how to unfrick. Yeah, you'd be walking down the aisle at Barnes and Noble and you'd be like, geez, I get it.
Yeah.
All these books are cussing at me.
Yeah, just leave me alone.
Gosh.
Do you think that your hat means 2000? I just had a new perspective on it.
It could. Because an X is
10.
So wouldn't it mean 2009?
No, it'd just be 2000. Because you have 1990. No, actually, it'd just be 200. It'd be 200, right?
What? It'd be 200. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
Or not. Oh, wait, 1990 10 is 2000.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
The worst way to write.
It's like,
well, have
19,000.
It'd have to be 9. If we had 190x.
Oh,
because that would be 2000.
Maybe
1909.
Yeah, it'd be 1990 plus 10.
So that's 2009. Right?
No, because right now, if it was a 0, it'd be 90. It's then a 10. So it couldn't be more than 2000.
I hate this.
Anyways, are we on Threads yet? We're not. Nick's on Threads.
We are not. I'm on Threads, having a great time on Threads. We were never on Twitter either. So
should we take over Threads? Should this be our new on-ramp?
Good. You want to run on Threads?
Sure. I'll just type out like 10-word tweets that mean nothing, but are like just like good kind of like platitudes. Like, be kind to yourself today.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, bud, you're doing great. Who's Bud? I don't know.
Hook shots. Be good. I mean, you're more of a writer, I think, in your content approach.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I am. Dude, I will say this. The humidity out here gets the gets those mosquitoes out.
Yeah.
And I got eaten alive yesterday.
Yeah. You were outside for a while.
And like, one thing I have going for me is mosquitoes love me. If I could somehow find a way to make a product that mosquitoes can buy, I would be a billionaire.
They could not care more.
They could not care more about me. Yeah, if I could sell little like vials of my blood to mosquitoes, I'd make a lot of money. It wouldn't have to be very big. I just think,
Cut out the middleman.
yeah,
Interesting.
the middleman's the itchy.
Yeah. Threads, everyone, is like Twitter. But it's Instagram's version of Twitter. So they launched this last week and they basically migrated tons of users from Instagram to this new platform because it was really easy to set up an account. And last time I checked, I think they had like 30,000 users in like
30 million.
24 hours, or sorry, 30 million users. 30 million users in about 24 hours, which pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Shall ask about the Kickstarter. We should talk about the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing it up.
So Kickstarter is a platform where you
So
I'm not
I thought that was really funny.
I'm not.
Okay. John actually answered this pretty well. Because we're talking to our whole team about this. We talked about it even before we launched. But the truth of Kickstarter, as fun as it is for the community, and as exciting as it is to watch the big number go up, it is kind of the source of a lot of anxiety and the source of a lot of stress. And it's a very specific kind of stress. We've done a lot of releases in our day. We've done a lot of website releases. We've only run a few Kickstarters. And there is a particular exhaustion that comes with launching a Kickstarter. And I don't really know how to explain it. The closest I've been able to come is basically, it's like a false finish line. That's how I think of it. It's like a fake finish.
Yeah.
And so you have this like, what?
You said false finish line, and then you thought to yourself, I need to be more descriptive. You just use a synonym.
Well, you were texting, so I didn't know if you were paying attention to me or not.
I was.
Yeah. It's like, you plan it, and we've worked on this for like a year, and you work and you think you have this date like just locked into your head. It keeps repeating over and over again. You tell everyone about it, talk to everyone about it in your meetings, and then it finally launches, and it's like this giant wave of like stress and relief and gratitude, and you're so proud of it, but you're like weirdly disappointed in it, and you just like juggling all these emotions.
There's like a lot of imposter syndrome in it as well.
Yeah. And it's so public.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of like, and then you kind of look down the road and you go from this feeling of like, we finished it and we're ready to launch, to like, oh no, we're just getting started. And it's just exhausting. Like, it's just like a lot. It's a lot. But that said, I think what we're making is really, really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 2 cents.
Okay. Cent number 1.
Here's my first penny. I think that the response that you all gave us in the first, I mean, obviously it's still going on, but like that first push that you all gave us was probably the best first push we've ever had for any product we've ever launched ever.
Yeah. It was.
And we had a problem setting up our ads for Kickstarter. So for about a week, the money that we raised that you guys saw was like done by people that you probably know loosely through the communities. Which is pretty wild. If you really, really think about it, like they're probably the people that you've been brushing shoulders with either in the Heroes Guild or the Heroes Quarters or in the comment section on a YouTube video or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
These are all people that have like been around the brand for quite some time. So the fact that you all kind of rallied together to give us our best like first day, I I think it's been long enough that we can talk about some of the numbers. Magic Month for our last Kickstarter. If we include all the money for like the giveaways and like all the different things that we did, we spent $30,000 leading up to that last Kickstarter. And I think you guys remember, I think our first day was like 65,000 in money raised. And obviously the Kickstarter went super well and it worked like towards like for like the long tail. But this time around, we decided to spend $0 on like trying to attract new heroes before the campaign started.
Yeah.
And it was way better than the campaign that we spent $30,000 on for essentially to kind of get more people for the first day.
Yeah.
So that being said, you guys made like our first day better than we have ever made our own first day good, if that makes sense.
Even with a bunch of money behind
with
it.
a bunch of money behind it. So that's like, I don't want to like just like throw numbers around to like say, but I just wanted you guys to know that like the support that you gave us and the way that we all as a community went about this launch has made it so much better.
Oh yeah.
Than whenever we try to like be all like marketing-y and try to like do all the like the guru stuff. Chris said, "We got you, fam."
Yeah, that was the coolest part of the Kickstarter. I think that where we're really proud of that first day and that push was pretty overwhelming.
Yeah.
In a positive way. I don't think we were expecting that. The other part is I think I'm disappointed because we weren't able to scramble and get ready to run ads fast enough to kind of continue that momentum forward.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's been a bit of a lull in the past like 5 days.
Yeah.
But I think it'll pick up. So, because we have some really exciting stretch goals.
So as you guys know, we're making a Kickstarter. And we're making a side quest deck. Yeah. Which is really exciting. I actually think this is my favorite side quest deck.
Yeah. I really want to get to the stretch goal number.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're pretty far from it.
So we will make the side quest deck at some point.
Yes.
That is a guarantee. This will be made. If we get to 175, then we'll push the timeline about 6 months.
Yeah.
So obviously we want to hit there. And then that opportunity, giving you guys something that a lot of you have asked for, will then help us get to other stretch goals as well in the future. So it's kind of like a win-win in that regard. But yeah, so that 175 number I think is going to be like a really critical point for the campaign. I think if we get to 175, then we'll start to get up to numbers that were similar to what we did in our last Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Especially because we got a really big reward up there at that up there in the stretch goals.
Yeah, we're not allowed to say what it is quite yet.
Yeah, John said that if I said it, he'd beat me up. So
so yeah,
I'm just kidding. John never said that. I didn't need to do that.
Yeah, I'm really excited. You know, there's a few things that make this Kickstarter different than last time. Just if we're looking at the big number, and one of them is shipping.
Yeah,
we decided to not charge shipping in the campaign. We're going to do that after the campaign closes to give you guys a better price.
Yeah,
give us a more accurate idea of the actual cost of fulfillment. When you charge on the front end, you're kind of just like guessing. And I think the end result is like we overcharge you and we undercharge you at the same time. And it just kind of ends up like it's cool for the campaign number because it's technically bigger, but I think it's all in all kind of a net loss for everyone. So that's definitely a new thing we're doing that is affecting the numbers. And then also we're not selling a single item from our website on the Kickstarter. So like last time around we had journals and we had other items you could add on, like other core product offerings from the Heroes Journal. We're not including those. So our store is just open and it's running like it normally does. Yeah. And so we kind of are running two different businesses right now under the Heroes Journal, which makes the campaign a little more challenging, but also there's some pros to it. So anyway,
well, I can tell them about our biggest stretch goal is if we raise $1 billion, John and I are gonna do a WWE style wrestling match.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did you hear about this? Yeah.
I've not heard about this.
Yeah, we're gonna host it in Vegas.
And do they get to decide the outfits, or do you get to
Yes.
decide?
Yeah, it's a free stretch goal. Everyone's invited if we raise $1 billion.
Okay.
And John and I will WWE wrestle
Oh,
at an arena.
wow.
Um,
And do you have time to train?
no, it's come as you are.
You and John?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, John definitely has an advantage.
Think so?
Yeah, he's been studying the game for years.
It's true.
Yeah.
John's a big wrestling fan. He's also got height on you.
Yeah,
So
got a bit of reach.
definitely got reach.
Yeah, so
You know,
if we raise $1 billion,
we're on our way.
we're honestly pretty close.
On a long enough time horizon,
Yeah,
we would technically raise $1 billion.
it's true. I mean, technically we wouldn't.
Um,
You would have to, anyways. He's got this lucha libre moves. Yeah, you better watch out. I'm a southpaw.
talking some trash.
I'm a southpaw.
Yeah.
The lanky lucha.
The leg lucha. What are some other stretch goals? Are we allowed to talk about those yet?
So we got 175. We have the SideQuest deck. Oh, we should show off some of the potential bonus pages.
Yeah, we should.
So you guys think, and I know you think this, you guys think that the SideQuest deck is the most exciting stretch goal.
Yeah.
It is, but it's not that much further ahead than what we're working on for the 150.
Yeah.
Those bonus pages are going to be so sick.
It's very true.
And we're going to show you one of them.
Yeah, the stretch goal at 150. So our next stretch goal, actually,
Yes.
which we are honing in on slowly but surely. We're going to unlock some activity pages in the back. But you're probably asking, Nick, Kyle, what are activity pages? Why do I need activity pages in the back of my journal? Go to Tavern.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, yeah, nice. So mini planners have these bonus pages in the back, aside from just free pages, from lined writing pages. There's some other more exciting things, like tracking your goal, a year-long habit tracker.
Yeah, like
But
all the
us-
stuff you need.
Us being a lore company, us being a company that wants you to be kind to your inner hero, to yourself, we wanted to make something a little more interesting. If you're bored or you want something to spice up your quest, or you need a way to pass the time, we made some activities for you to enjoy that will sit in the back of your planner, and invite you to participate. And Ryan did such a good job at making some bonus pages. There's going to be more to come than just these, but these are what we're going to unlock at 150. So check these out. Let's make sure we can see. Okay, so we have a word search. We have a word search in there that takes all the different things mentioned in the journal. We got the little Pomeranian guy in there from the Postal Pups. And then what else we got? We also have, this is incredible. Actually, do the maze first. Then we have a maze, of course, a little multiverse maze for those people who want to flip to the back, do a little maze, a little doodle, free your mind, relax a little bit.
Isn't maize another word for corn?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Then we have something super unique. This was fully Ryan's idea. So you guys are aware of these like word jumble or these word scrambles, right? Of course you are. Well, Ryan being Ryan came up with this concept that there's a section in the Heroes Planner that features a character called Sherlock Roach. And Sherlock Roach solves mysteries just like Sherlock Holmes would. And in this little activity page in the back, we get kind of a little spin-off adventure, The Curious Case of Cake Mountain. And so you kind of have to help the Sherlock Roach solve the mystery here. So you got to unscramble these words based on the clues you get. And there's actually a two-part. And so the second part here will give you the answer. You can see at the very bottom, you take certain letters from these word scrambles, and they make a word at the very bottom that will give you the answer, or the culprit rather. To
Stop
solve,
sharing so that way they don't solve it too fast.
yeah,
Yeah.
we don't want you to jump ahead, you know. Pretty fun, pretty ridiculous. And if you guys have any more ideas for activity pages in the back, there's going to be ones that are more, I would say, you know, have some utility to them for your planning and for your goal setting. We have some brain dump pages.
Yeah.
We're planning on having like a books that I read this year page. Probably going to have a year-long habit tracker. We might even do like an exercise fitness tracker of some sort. We might do like a side quest habits bank. So ideas for you to have if you need a side quest to do, or you want a habit to track, all that stuff. So the idea is that these pages in the back are going to be useful. They're going to be fun, and they're going to be sort of like not required. They're just kind of like a good thing. We realize that heroes are going to be spending a lot of time with these planners, like a full year.
Yeah.
And so, maybe you get a little, like maybe you just want to do something else for once. You go to the back, have a little fun, color stuff in.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to do. So that's what we are unlocking at 150.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I think that this live stream thus far, up until this point, we have definitely bragged a little bit. We're not brag per se, but we've definitely talked about stuff we're doing. And I think it's an opportunity now for everyone to have an opportunity for them. You get to brag about themselves.
To tell us
what you guys are proud of.
What you guys are proud of. And we actually have a name for this segment.
Do we?
And the name is Brag. Hold on, let me think of one. What's one that we haven't done before?
Brag.
Braggy Crocker.
Braggy Crocker. Braggy O'Crocker.
Braggy O'Crocker.
I'll put O'Clocker, so that's a little bit more
yeah. So on the thread, Braggalicious would have been good too, but on the thread here, on Facebook rather, comment on the thread with your brag for the Braggy O'Clocker. Yep.
The brag bag.
The clock of brags.
Bragtacular.
Man, we need to write these down.
Yeah.
We should start letting them name it.
Oh, what we should do is we should think of a couple beforehand, do a poll, and they can vote on it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did not have a name for that.
Yeah.
I was trying to refer to it as Bragg Clock, but
yeah,
I forgot that we gave it a special name every week. So Bragg Clock, I'm working on my final edits for my debut novel, says Jessica.
So exciting.
On YouTube. Fantastic. Congratulations. Great brag.
What's the main character
of the
debut novel? I want to hear a synopsis of our protagonist.
Oh,
yeah.
The way that you said it felt like you were asking me. I
was.
I haven't read it.
Come on.
I think it's it sounds like it's not even done yet. So
yeah.
I don't think Jessica has shared it with me. And I don't want to spoil anything.
That's true.
Just in case, how the readers get.
It's Morgana from Arthurian legend.
Whoa. I do like the name Morgana. That's pretty sweet.
That is sweet. Nicole moved forward on their side quest project of customizing a fairy house planter. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's fun. Nona Silver Star said, I'm currently proud of myself for breaking down the workload for my master's degree term to where I am using one spread per week of the term in a Legend of Astoria journal.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that you're kind of using it for the current season that you're in. We definitely have a good amount of heroes that will convert those daily pages into weekly spreads.
Yeah.
So fantastic. And good luck on your master's program.
Yeah.
Yeah, the road is long.
Erica finished their Datura belly dance training and have my teacher certificate all on my 50th birthday.
Whoa.
Wow. Congratulations
amazing.
and happy birthday.
Yeah, 50 is a big one. Fantastic.
A single nickel.
Ollie said, my brag is that I'm finally coming out of my shell and doing stuff with people. Went to a party on Wednesday, going to another one tomorrow. Good for you. It's
Party,
fantastic.
party.
I'm sure people are glad to have you around.
Sky said, I planned a wonderful coast trip for Lucy's birthday next week. First long family trip. So wish us luck. The
Fun.
coast is the Oregon coast is a lot of fun. Are you guys going to the sand dunes? I've been there.
Terry said, bragging on my wife, I was supposed to take our sons on a week-long camping trip, but became sick. So she took my place, even though she hates camping. That is a great brag and a great sacrifice. Hopefully your wife gets to hear that from you.
Michelle completed 2 5Ks and continued treatment for their back pain and pain management. Doctor feeling better and planned a solo vacation to Florida. That's awesome.
Nona is bragging again, says, I've been less stressed and having more fun, which what more can you ask for?
Yeah.
Less
it's a good
stress,
update.
more fun. And she says she's trying to finish a master's degree at the same time as finishing the journal.
That'd be really exciting.
That'd be really exciting. Yeah.
David met 2 people in person separately, of course. I've been wanting to meet on Facebook for ages and I hit it off with each of them. That's awesome.
Love it. Okay, I think we're all out of brags on YouTube.
We got ourselves a copious amount of brags over here on Facebook. We're on Deborah.
Right here.
Yeah.
On Facebook, Deborah said, invented the Mariotini.
Maroitini?
Mariotini research for my current Camp NaNoWriMo project. Bled dry. Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
That's quite the cliffhanger. I'm really curious to hear more.
James, I always say his name less than wrong. Calderon.
Caldron. Yeah.
Just completed their birth celebrated, not completed.
Completed his birthday.
Completed his birthday.
Congratulations.
Everything is great at work and the baby is healthy and happy. Things are looking way up.
I love that.
I love that. I love that you're enjoying the new job and everything and the baby's healthy. You had a birthday. I just reiterated everything he said.
And I love that. You created. I got coffee with James not too long ago. Before it was his birthday, before he had a kid, and even before he had the job. And here's the thing that I like about James. I'm sure that if I got coffee with him right now, he would be the exact same way.
Yeah.
He was just as
Steady Eddie.
He was just as hopeful and kind
Yeah.
and confident. And that's one thing that I really appreciate about you, James.
And you guys probably know this because we bring it up quite a bit, but James was an integral part of the updated intro content in all of the journals.
Yes, the intro content and the reflection sections. If you're reading any of that, anything in LOI, James probably wrote it.
Yeah,
so
pretty cool.
Pretty exciting. And we're happy to see James succeeding.
Yeah.
If anyone deserves it, it is James Caldron.
Caldron.
Melissa Hoyt said, a concert road trip this week, like it was 1999. Worked all day, rocked all night, 2 days in a row. I am exhausted. I'm no longer in my 20s, but I had so much fun. That's great. That's so fun. You got to stay young,
Margaret survived the heat wave and helped her husband fix the truck, even after the caliper slammed my knee, leaving it all swollen. I'm too old for that crud. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your knee, but I'm glad that you were able to help him out and you were able to get the truck fixed.
David said, "Oh, I got 2 more classes, so I have the 10 I've been hoping for fall."
Yeah,
10 classes. That's so exciting.
Yeah,
it's a lot of classes.
Trey said the boys are back in action. Hey Trey, let's hear a brag from you.
Yeah, Trey.
Yeah, give us a little brag.
I know Trey just dropped a YouTube video.
Yeah, he did.
Where Kyle does make a cameo.
I do make a cameo.
Pretty hefty cameo at that.
Yeah, you get to see me in a suit
for a few seconds.
For 1 second. Yeah. Shauna said, for the first time in 9 years, I don't have to buy anything for my son's birthday party tomorrow. My family and I are going on vacation in 2 weeks to San Diego. I'm looking forward to going to Comic-Con on Thursday. That's a lot of good going on over there, and I love it. That's great.
Fantastic. Terry hopped in and said, I made it through the week. It has been a struggle to want to keep living. Man, Terry, that's heavy. But we're glad you're here.
Yeah.
Glad that you're here for Free Journal Friday.
Made it through the week.
Glad you made it through the week. And I'm sure that many people here have felt a very similar way. And, you know, it's not a good feeling. You're not alone, but sharing it is really brave of you. And being able to name it, as bad of a feeling as I'm sure it is there's a lot of power in that. So appreciate you, Terry. And hopefully things start looking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen was feeling mentally fatigued, but made it through the week. It's awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna hop over to YouTube really quick because Tempest Jen just said our kitchen and shower had leaks, so now I'm doing the balancing between home and the hotel with our 3-year-old toddler while construction is slowly happening. Man, that's a huge brag.
Yeah.
Talk about keeping the wheels on. Good for you. Fantastic.
Amanda just hit 16 years as an RN and is only 37 and still is what they do. That's amazing.
That's a great brag. Actually,
Such a good brag.
And I think one more brag from Ali said, I'm officially on my winter recess here. So that's 3 student-free weeks. And I'm so excited.
Because is it winter in Argentina?
I guess so.
I know it's winter in Australia, but I always thought that was because of the East thing, but I guess it does. The north-south thing makes a lot more sense.
Gives you the hemisphere, yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't even thought about that.
The hemisphere.
The Hennies. I honestly was like, oh, it's only Australia. Australia's the only one that's on a different winter.
That's a great point.
That's such a good point.
Well, hey, thank you everyone for typing out brags. I love that we can all share the highs and the lows together and even in the same thread. And for heroes having a great week, we cheer you on and hope you have another one. For heroes who had a bad week, same exact thing. We're cheering you on and hope you have a better week next week. Remember, life is long, the journey is long. Struggle is all part of the story, and stick in there. But now we're gonna do something really special. We're gonna spin a giant wheel, not just any wheel, a wheel that has everyone's names on it from this live stream who signed up in the forum.
It's actually referred to as the Wheel of Names.
The Wheel of Names could also be what it's referred to.
We'll close that out because we're not getting paid for it.
So we're gonna spin this wheel. Whoever's name it lands on has 90 seconds to claim their free journal. If you don't claim it in time, we're gonna re-roll it. The way that you claim it is by commenting something in the comment section. Anything. We just gotta know that you're here. Without further ado, the winner of Free Journal Friday is
to celebrate their debut novel, Jessica Deal.
I don't know if he said it right. Whoa.
To celebrate the debut novel over on YouTube, I believe.
Yep.
Jessica is here.
Jessica, congratulations. Not only on your free journal, but also on your novel. Congratulations. Thank you. I know that you are maybe a little newer to the live stream, like in the last couple months, but you've shown up, you've been consistent, and it's been nice to interact with you.
And the best part is all you have to do to get your free journal is type in the support at theheroesjournal.co on your email and just tell us what color journal and what story you want. So,
and where we should send it.
Because
we don't know that.
Yeah. So where you should send it, which color and story.
Yes. And I know that you're on YouTube predominantly, Jessica, but if you're a part of the Heroes Quarters, if you're on Facebook, there are a few requests here that you share your novel, the name of it, post a link to it, all that stuff. We have a very, very, very supportive and positive group of heroes over in the Heroes Quarters on Facebook. It's a private group, so you got to request to join, but it is one of the kindest places on the internet.
Yeah. And
I'm sure that your novel would be well received.
And great news, Kristen Simpson had their first live stream ever today.
Ooh.
Welcome. Not your first live stream for anyone, but for us.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That joined us for our first live stream.
That makes way more sense. Great. Awesome. Well, hey, thank you guys so much. Of course, back the Kickstarter if you haven't already. breathe some life into it by giving it a share, because we are well on our way to unlocking some exciting activity pages to be included. And soon after, a stretch goal for side quest decks. It's going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about questing. If you're going to go out there, you're going to quest away. You're going to quest your heart out. There's one key factor that you have to do while you're questing. And what is that, Nick?
That key factor